Hello everyone and welcome back to Packs and Recreation, and today we're going back to the boxes, and this time is the Grafaiai EX box or Grafaiai X box or whatever you want to call it. Not to be confused with Girafarig or any of the, anything in the Girafarig family. This is just Grafaiai. So what does it contain? We can see in the corner here. So it comes with 2 promo cards, 1 oversized card, and 4 boosters. So it's kind of one of the easy ones, one of the cheap ones, right? It's not the craziest collection ever, but if you like Grafaiai, there you go. You have the Toxic Torrent of Grafaiai. It comes with one foil, oversized, and 4 boosters. This should be a quick and sweet one. Let's see what it has on hold for us. So this opens in a very weird manner. Okay, so let's do this as usual. Great packaging, lots of cardboard, lots of plastic. Cardboard is intended, we're paying for cardboard. So we have Strudel and Grafaiai, which interesting enough, I'll show you in a second. You just see, I love this tech, but at the same time it's like, why just for it to look pretty for something. I think for them, no doubt, it's more expensive the plastic and this layout and design than the contents themselves, because the cardboard is certainly cheaper for them to produce than the cards. So the cards are each cheaper to produce than the plastic. So we get 4 boosters, 2 temporal forces, 1 paradox rift, and 1 Scarlet and Violet. So kind of all over the place, I will say. Let's put them all together like this. Put this in a corner, and let's see the promotional cards for a second. So this is the code for you, right? This is the oversized card. So Grafaiai, or Grafaiai, I don't know how you pronounce it, but depends on the person. It was from Strudel, so you have the full pack here. It has numbing saliva and toxic throw, and it's a Pokemon EX. So it. To be fair, it's kind of a very balanced Pokemon EX. It's not the most broken, so you really have to see if it's worth 2 prices, because, well, numbing saliva, you can paralyze Pokemon, which is okay, but then toxic throw. The opponent active Pokemon is not poisoned. During your next turn, the Pokemon can use Toxic Throw. So it's kind of there. The card is okay looking. This Pokemon is mostly face, so the EX card is not that bad. Let's put that here in the corner for a second. Then you have the cards themselves here. You have the actual Grafaiai, and you have Strudel. And it's funny that everything is toxic and everything is whatever, but they are still in normal type for this occasion. And you have the duo here, and they look pretty cool. So if you are into this Pokemon, well, this is the one thing that is guaranteed that you're going to get. That and the oversized card. Now, for the Boosterinos, this is 100% random. I can't guarantee, no one can actually, that you're going to pull the same that I'm going to pull, so bear with that in your mind. So Houndoom in a very cool art, Fidough in a very nice art, Scatterbug in a very okay art, Drifloon, nice. Drifloon, I always love that Drifloon is, if you read the Pokédex entries, is scary as hell, and yet it's always yay, I'm just a balloon. If you read the entry here, it says, it is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon, or Dryfloon, depending on you want to read it right or wrong, for a balloon and holds on it, it could wind up missing, which is very scary actually. So you think it's a balloon, you grab on it, and you just disappear. Scary nonetheless. Toadscrew, Cyclizar, and then we have Stonejourner, which, Stonehenge, get it. Interesting, and I love that it's like a 3D real world object. I love when they do that with Pokemon. Quacaval, which is one of the starters. Not my favorite water starter ever, but it is what it is. It's funny that they went for Carnival as a theme for the starters of what's basically Spain and Portugal, so it's pretty weird. A Revavroom, which is basically a car, and Basic Energy, and a code. Now for booster number 2, yes, this video is going to be a very quick one, my friend. a Paradox Rift booster that is kind of, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's like all marked, weirdly enough. Well, it went to the Rift, so maybe that's the reason. Natu, everyone loves Natu. Purloin. Mienfu, so not my favorite. Ferroseed, interesting art. Not writing home about it. Slitherwing, which is Volcarona, if I recall correctly, but like from the past. So, Technical Machine Devolution. Explode, which is a very nice name. Like the pun names for some Pokemon are just great. Tinkatink, Wu-Chen, which is certainly a Pokemon. Not in my favorite list. Ooh, Mela, let's go. Like, I don't really care that much about the trainer, but the art is okay. Let's see what it does. You can use this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Attach a basic fire energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you do, draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Okay, very circumstantial, but certainly very useful. And the card is nice. Like, look at that hair. It's just fire. So, Mela. Fire energy. So, fire energy for fire hair and a code for you. And now we shift into the Temporal Forces boosters. Let's see. Let's see what do we have. What's in the box? A Beldum, a Hitamore, or a Hitmore, actually. Hitmore and Hitmore-chan. Sorry, I had to. Rolycoly, Azumarill, or like Raichu Blue, because you had Pika Blue and this is Raichu Blue, I guess. Body Puffin, Zeraora, which is pretty cool, but we don't have an electric Pokemon, so I guess it's time. Sharpedo, nice art. I don't think it matches Sharpedo, but like the art is nice nonetheless. Whimsicott, pretty cool. Well, you already saw all the cards. Frostmoth in reverse foil 2, which is pretty cool. And my boy, Feraligatr, shining in foil like a diamond. Let's go. Torrential Heart. Once on your turn, you may put 5 damage counters on this Pokemon. If you do, during your turn, attacks used by this Pokemon do 120 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. So pretty cool. Because, well, it's a feral alligator, so it's pretty crazy. And the last booster, see, we're going to do it under 10 minutes. That's crazy. So a Temporal Forces booster. And now I do that YouTube thing of like, oh, well, we need to get to 10 minutes. So Sleazy Pete, Marill. Did you know that Marill, well, that's the reference, right? Like Marill, aka Pika Blue. That the Dark Ages were amazing. Golett, Elgem, which sounds like a video game magazine. Iron Valiant, which is basically Gallade in the future, or Gallade. Rescue Board, not my favorite art, I have to say, it's kind of Ribombee. And then Raichu Chilling. So we talk about Raichu appears. Raichu Chilling, maybe too much for my taste. And I don't know how it holds its tail like that, because technically it's sleeping, so I don't know. And it's not like it's making shadow for him in its face, it's just there. So yeah. So Raichu, Hoot, which is always amazing, and I always thought it had only one leg, and a Miraidon. And obviously I couldn't end the video without having another Pokemon type, so I had to move my cards. Miraidon from the future. It has peak acceleration 40, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your future Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck, and if you have 2 electric energy and 1 psychic energy attached, is Sparking Strike for 160, which is not bad. Electric energy and a code for you. Now, summarizing, this is the Grafaiai EX box, so nothing too crazy. This is the typical thing that you can either buy for yourself because you really like Grafaiai, right? Or Grafaiai, technically. I say Grafaiai, but it's Grafaiai. or Grafaiai or something. I don't know. Let me know how you pronounce it. But basically, Grafaiai. I don't think Grafaiai is anyone's favorite Pokemon, but maybe it's just me. Like, I don't hate it. I think it's a good design. But I don't know if anyone's going to go, all the way just for Grafaiai. So this is one of those boxes. It's one of those things that you buy for like a kid in your life or someone in your life as like a little present for a little achievement kind of thing. Like, if you really like the card and you want the oversized card and the 2 promos, okay, just do the math on the price of 4 boosters. That's how much this should cost. So it should cost you like 10, 12 bucks, no more than that. And that's already like, yeah, right? So for that price, it's okay. It's the usual. You get 2 promos, you get an oversized card that you can do something with. To be honest, this is not the worst EX card. I prefer when the card has like more to it, so I can actually like frame them or something. When they are like this, although again, this is not the worst one because you can see most of Grafaiai, which is like its face. So not the worst, but yeah. So it is what it is. Let me know down below what you think about this box. Would you buy it? Do you think it's even worth it? Do you even like Grafaiai? And as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those cool things that the cool kids do. And I will see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.